Hey guys, how it going? This is ZR Spark. We are here today with another shipbuilding guide. Today I am here in the Federal Corvette. I actually went out and rank grind to get this ship. I haven't done the rank grinding in 3 years, but whenever I did it, I was up to the gunship, so I was like, it's only 4 more ranks. It's really not that hard. I did it in about 3 days. You guys could probably do it faster. I was kind of shit at it, but I haven't done it in a hot minute. But I did it nonetheless. You can look up multiple tutorials on how to rank grind. It's really not that hard. Just run some data missions, and if you really have the extra cash, do the donating missions as well. That's what I did. But we are here today to discuss the build for this ship, and I can say, guys, this is probably one of my favorite medium ships. The T10 still does hold a special place in my heart, but the Federal Corvette is just so juicy. So let's first go over the hard points. We have two 4A multi-cannons that both have overcharged incendiary. These bad boys will rip through modules, they'll rip through hull. They are very good, and I'm actually kind of curious, and they have great armor piercing value. 68, that pretty much overmatches a lot of ships in the game. It's like 3 points over most ships. The only one it will struggle against is the FDL T10. But even then, I actually don't know what the Cutter and Vet's armor rating is right off the bat, but I'm pretty sure they're 65 still, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But still, pretty damn good, especially once we combined it with the corrosive multi-cannon. We have a 3C multi-cannon with overcharged 5 incendiary. Nice little support weapon to have on the bottom. This one is on the bottom while these are on top, so you get a little bit of a staggered effect, but they both have good TOT, especially the huges, because they set up so high, and you actually can shoot down on these. They'll actually shoot through the ship. It's kind of weird. We got a 2C multi-cannon, overcharged 5 with incendiary rounds. Definitely adding up that thermal damage. But the reason why you put incendiary rounds on your multi-cannons is they will outdo any form of pulse or laser weapon, and incendiary is very good pretty much against any shields, especially even against prismatics. They usually have less thermal reliability. I am running a 2B multi-cannon long range 5 with feedback. As I said, guys, canceling shield cell banks is very important. I cannot stress it enough. And I also do have a 1G multi-cannon with high capacity 4 corrosive. You can put 5 on. I would probably recommend it just so you have the extra ammo, as this little tiny multi-cannon will spew through all of its load. I swear, it's running out of ammo faster than anything I could ever imagine next to the cannon I have on this. If you're wondering why we run corrosive will add 20% damage to any damage effect hitting the target, as long as it's hitting the hull, not shields, hull. And it will also give a negative 25 hull hardness on any ship. It's either 20 or 25. I'm fairly certain it's 25. But that's pretty amazing, because that basically lets everything you would want to penetrate and do damage to modules. I run a small high capacity 4 dispersal cannon. I would probably recommend 5. I just don't have the military super capacitors, which hopefully I'll go out and do that eventually. But I would recommend getting this 5, because having dispersal so you don't have to worry about other big ships locking onto you is very nice. It's basically an automatic chaff, as I do not run chaff on this, but you can if you wish. It's up to you, but I personally do not. Now for the utility mounts, we are going to cover something very interesting. I actually did not do that one, which I need to. That's a bit strange, but we'll skip that one for now. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 OA shield boosters with heavy duty 5 supercapacitors. Very nice to get your shield strength up really high. And to help with resistances, I do have a resistant augmented 5 with supercapacitor to get the stats more balanced, and to fix the thermal spot in the shields, I do have a thermal resistant 5 shield booster with supercapacitors. This in combo gives a lot of percentages to your shield resistances. It gives a lot of health. As you guys can see, I have 5.3 health. Probably once I fix that booster, it'll probably go up even higher, probably 5.4 to be honest. I did not know I had that missing actually. Guess you learned something. But yeah, so let's get on to the core internals. I have reactive surface composite. You can put whatever you want on it. It does beef up the cost of the ship and also your insurance, but for survivability, I really don't care. I do run heavy duty 5 on it with deep plating to add as much health as I possibly can. Yes, I am currently in the middle of trying to get somewhere, so my carrier is going off. I have a armored 5 power plant with monstered. This gives me plenty of power to do what I need. I also, for my thrusters, I have Dirty Drive Tuning 5 with drag drives. This is a very torquey ship. It accelerates really fast. It doesn't have a great top speed, but it will get to that top speed pretty much no problems. I also have a 6A frame shift drive with fast boost sequence 5 with mass manager. The reason why I did it this way is because I can turn it off to save some power. Also, it makes it a little bit lighter. It doesn't jump very far, as you guys can see. It's up to you if you want to use long range. For my personal, you can't quite have it on for my build, but that is just how I have it set up. So it's really up to you guys how you want to do it, but I have it this way. Also, it keeps ground bombs from being quite a problem, or FSD interceptors from being a problem. I also have a 5D life support with lightweight 5. I haven't lost it, so I don't see a problem. I have a charged enhanced 8 with superconductance for my power distributor. It's an 8A. That thing is beautiful. For my sensors, I have an 8D with lightweight 5. You can set long range if you wish, and it comes standard with a 32-ton fuel tank. Now for the optional internals, I have 3 7A shield cell banks with specialized 3 recycle cell. You can get the 4th one if you can go to Colonia. It can hold it. I have tested it, so don't worry. I run a 6A prismatic. I know some people are like, why don't you put the prismatic in the 7 slot? I'm like, I can get a lot more shield megajoule stack if I do it this way, if I just undersize a little bit, and I still have a lot of shield health. I feel like I would be better off getting the stack of health better than I would just the full health, at least in my opinion. But I do run Reinforced 5 with high cap. Does add a lot of extra shields. Even stock, you get about 3k shields. It's pretty good. I run a 6D fighter hangar to add some more DPS, or to have some friends along to give me more DPS. This is basically the equivalent of 2 extra large hardpoints, so that's a lot of extra DPS. I also currently have 1, 2, 3 5D hull reinforcement packages with heavy duty 5 with deep plating, so lots of health. Integrity, yeah, it's about 5,000. And my shield's about, yeah, they're about on par, but I still have a lot more in reserve. As you guys can see, these shield cell bags add a lot of health. I'm pretty sure they're about, I think they give about 3k a piece, if not more. But yeah, I do use a 4D hull reinforcement package with thermal resistant 5 deep plating to counteract the reactive to balance them out. And it does give good overall resistances and also lots of health, as you guys can see. So finding anything really shouldn't be a problem. Of course, corrosive still sucks, but you still should be pretty tanky. Just got to be careful. And that's why I included a 4D and 3D so your modules can be protected, especially your FSD, your power plant, your drives. All that stuff is very important, and you're a big ship. That stuff's going to get knocked out easily. And I think having 2 of these gives you plenty of health to get out. It gives you plenty of protection. It's just nice to have, and I would always recommend it for any big boy. I've seen many big boys just have 90% health and die because they've lost their power plant or thrusters. I mean, what's the point of having all that health if you're just going to lose your modules? So that's why I run these, and I think it's one of the best things that you could ever do, to be honest. Too bad they just don't work whenever you overheat, but yeah. And I do have a 1A frame shift drive interdictor with long range. This ship flies like a freaking medium ship. That's what's weird. It's not as fast as a medium. I would say it flies like a gunship. It's like a really big gunship. It kind of flies on par like a Conda, if not better than a Conda. I do like the Conda. It's just a little underwhelming. It has great DPS, just kind of not as good internals, but it has a lot of them. But I would say it's a step up from the Conda, and but the Conda still has its own benefits as well. Pretty sure it has a bigger FSD than Conda does, so I mean that's what's going for it. But overall, guys, I am very satisfied with the ship. I would say it's much worth the rank grind. As I said, I'm still not very big on the Imperial ships. I still find them very gaudy, but that is just me. If you guys did like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It does help the channel and helps with future content. Also, please tell me down below what do you think of my vet build and what your vet build is. I hope to also do a PA version of this build as well, or some slightly different versions that are more fun, because I currently just have it as the standard big boy setup, multi-cannons and rails, which is a really good method. I would always recommend it for a big boy. I would say it's even good fixed, to be honest, but I don't have that time to go out and engineer it, but I'm pretty sure it would work for you guys. But until then, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. See y'all.